Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, our topic for this video is on truth tables. Now, considering we have two propositions, we have P and we have Q. Now, the truth value of each proposition would either be, of course, we only have true or false. When it's true, we represent it with 1. And when it's false, we represent it with 0. So, for the meantime, let's say both P and Q are true. So, if P is true, not P would then be the opposite, which is false. So, this would also be false. Now, P and Q. If P is true and Q is true, then P and Q would also be true. Now, take note, just like with English, it requires that both of the statements are true. Unlike with P or Q, it only requires one of the statements. So, if P is true and Q is true, then it is also true. With P implies Q, true implying true, that will also be true. And then P double implication with Q will also be true. This means P implies Q and Q implies P. P implies Q is true. Q implies P. True implying true is also true. P and implies Q and Q implies P. That would be your P if and only if Q. So it will also be true. Now, let's say P is true and Q is false. So this would still be false. This would be true. If one of them is false, P and Q will automatically be false. P or Q is still true. So let's say apples and oranges. If the fruit is an apple, then it is not an orange. But the statement it is still true because it says apple or orange. So that's it. However, true implying false is not possible. So this would also be false. Why? One of the parts of P, if and only if Q is false, then automatically the statement would be false. Take note, P if and only if Q follows the rules for P and Q. Let's say P is false, Q is true. So this would be true, this would be false. So this is still false, this is still true. False implying true is true. But let's see, with double implication. P implies Q, so 0 implies 1 is 1. Q implies P, 1 implies 0. Again, from our previous line, 1 implying 0 is false. So, 1 and 0, that would give us false. If both are false, that would be 1, that would be 1. This would still be 0. This time, this is also 0. So, he is not a boy, nor is she a girl. How do you classify that person? Well, you cannot. So, because in biology, it is either a boy or it is a girl. So, if both are false, not a boy and not a girl, then the statement is false. However, false implying false is true. Now, let's take a look at this. 0 implying 0 is true. So 0 implying 0 again is also true. This time, this would also be true. So those are the qualities. That's how you construct a basic truth table. Now, let's take a look at an example. We have this problem. N implies S and not S, and then the whole part implies not N. So we start with assuming that N is true and S is also true. So this would be false, this would be false. S and not S, 1 and 0, that gives us 0. Here, N implying S and not S. What is our N? 1. What is S and not S? 0. So 1 implying 0 is 0. Let's go here. This part is this. So 0 implying 0 is 1. Okay. Next assumption. N is true and S is false. So not S is true, not N is false. Again, S and not S, 0 and 1. So that is 0. N implying this. So 1 implies 0 is still 0. We have here 0. 0 implying 0 is 1. Third assumption. N is 0, S is true. So not S is 0, not N is true. This would still be 0. N implying S and not S. So 0 implying 0 is true. 1 implying 1. So that is true. Last assumption, 0 and 0. So that is 1, that is 1. 0 and 1 is still 0. Here, 0 implying 0, that is 1. And then 1 implying 1, that is 1. Okay, so let's have our last example here. Now, we have 3 variables, P, Q, and R, so we'll have 8 rows. And this would be the possible combinations. So, P implies Q, that will give us 1. 1, so 1. Q implies R, 1 and 1, that's still 1. P implies Q and Q implies R, so 1 and 1 is 1. P implies R, 1 implying 1, so that's also 1. And then 1 implying 1 is 1. Out here. That is 1. 1 implying 0. That is 0. 1 and 0. 0. 1 implying 0. 0. 0 implying 0 is 1. How about this? Alright, so this would be 0. That would be 1. 0 and 1. 0. 1 implying 1. 1. 0 implying 1 is 1. Out here. 1 implying 0. 0. 0 implying 1. 0 implying 0. 1. 0 and 1. 0. 1 implying 0. 0. 0 implying 0 is 1. Here. 0 implying 1. 1. 1 implying 1. 1. 1 and 1. 1. 0 implying 1. 1. And then 1 implying 1 is 1. Here. That is 1. That is 0. 1 and 0, 0. 0 implying 0, 1. 0 implying 1 is 1. 0 and 0, 0 implying 0, 1. 0 implying 1, 1. 1 and 1, 1. 0 implying 1, 1. 1 implying 1, 1. Last row. 0 implying 0 is 1. Same goes. 1 and 1 is also 1. Then we have 0 implying 0 is 1. And then 1 implying 1 is 1. Hence, this statement is a tautology. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.